Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for Tasty Thursday. Just need to dry my hands here. So, isn't this weather outside absolutely gorgeous? Definitely love that spring is in the air. We do have our crocuses that have popped. Amazing, and you can hear kids outside playing. Absolutely love to hear that sound again. So tonight what I am making, oh my computer shut up, it is called chicken with creamy spinach sausage. And the way that I came up with this idea was I was looking for a salad, but I didn't have a lot of the ingredients. So I went to my fridge this morning, saw that I had a lot of spinach, so I went to my website and I Googled spinach, and this recipe popped up. So I'm gonna read you the recipe, I'm gonna modify it just a bit, and then we'll go from there. So it calls for a half a cup of Epicure's bouillon, your choice. I am going to use our Nourish broth. Half a package of frozen spinach, I'm going to use fresh. 1.5 tablespoons of the spinach dip mix, 1/4 cup of low-fat cream cheese, 1/2 cup of evaporated milk, 2 tablespoons of grated parmesan cheese. And then for the chicken, you're going to take, it says 4 chicken breasts, butterflied, pounded to 1/4 inch thickness, and then a cup of the creamy spinach. So we're gonna get started making the creamy spinach sauce. So in my pot here, I have a cup of water, and to that water, I am going to add 1.5 teaspoons of our Nourish broth to get our bouillon. So here we go, we're gonna add this in. And I'm using our 4-in-1 spice spoon. Again, this is a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, no, a half a teaspoon and 1/4 teaspoon. So that is in there. We'll give it a stir. And then I have chopped already some fresh spinach. So I just took it out and just chopped it roughly. I'm going to add this, and this is our bendable cutting mats, which makes transferring food into pots very easy. I'm not having a big mess that I'm putting that all over the place. And then I am going to add in our spinach dip. So I'm going to use 1.5 tablespoons of the spinach dip. And we'll just give a little bit more for good measure. And I'm going to heat up my frying pan for the chicken here. Give that a stir. Okay, so that's boiling. I am going to add in a half a cup of cream cheese instead of the 1/4 cup because I didn't have any evaporated milk. So we're just going to make do with what we have. And that's the beauty of all of these Epicure recipes, is you can modify them to your tastes and what you actually have in your pantry. So we're just going to let that melt in. And then to give it some more liquid to it, I always like to make my cream sauce with some white wine. So I'm just going to add some white wine into this. And the best part about cooking with white wine is the cook always gets a glass. So we're going to put some in there as well. I mean, who doesn't love cooking with wine? So where's my spoon? So we're just gonna stir this up. Our frying pan is heating. I'm gonna add some oil into the frying pan. And it said to pound the chicken. Now, I had the chicken frozen in these food saver bags. So I had defrosted it, and then I just took my pounder and pounded it right in here, and it's absolutely flat. There is no mess of chicken getting all over the place between two 2 pieces of saran wrap. So this is going to be a new hack for me. Freeze the chicken and then pound it right inside the bag. And as you can see, this is very light, very thin chicken that I'm going to just take out. I'm trying not to touch it. There we go. Turn that down. So I'm going to cook this chicken on a medium-high heat. I'm going to spread it out a little bit here. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the sizzle. And then I'm going to season it with our SPG, which is our salt, pepper, and garlic. And I'm just going to sprinkle some of that on there. Just giving our spinach sauce a stir, and I'm just going to let that go until the cream cheese actually melts in there and it gets a little bit thicker. So that is looking quite nicely. So I need to cook the chicken for 3 to 4 minutes on each side. This chicken was really thin, so I don't know that I'm going to need, I'll probably just need a couple of minutes, because after I flip it, I'm going to add the cream cheese sauce to it, cover it, and then we're going to let that cook for like 10 minutes. Now you could serve this on a bed of rice, you could serve it with noodles. I'm going to serve it with a side of broccoli, which I already have ready in our rectangle steamer here. I've just got the clean broccoli. I am going to add some of the SPG again to this, and then I will put that in the microwave for about 3 minutes when I put the sauce on the chicken. Let's see, do we have any questions? How'd you at cream sauce? Jody, it is called chicken with creamy spinach sauce, and I found it on the Epicure website, so that was a bonus. And of course, with wine, that always makes it better. So I'm just going to flip this chicken. And we'll cook the other side up. And while that is cooking, oh, this is boiling here, so I'm just going to shut the heat off. Now it says to add Parmesan chicken to this. I will add the Parmesan at the end when I plate it. I'll put fresh Parmesan on top of the chicken. And like I said, you could use this with noodles, with rice, whatever you're wanting to serve it with. So that's how quickly that's going to come together. I can have this meal on the table. It'll be ready in 20 minutes by the time it all comes together. And I put the sauce on and cook the chicken. So just some housekeeping. My last order for March will go in on Sunday night. If you're general and local to me, I will be putting a general order in as well. I will post the shopping link in case you want to do it yourself. And April, of course, is coming up, so I've got a promotion going on. Anybody that books the first week in April, I will give you one of our peelers, which you've probably seen me demo. It is absolutely amazing, and I love it being left-handed. It works really well. The second week, I will give the hostess a jar of dip, which is like our spinach dip. This is the size of jar you will receive. The third week, I will give you 3 meal solutions. They don't have to be the same, so you can pick and choose. And the last week, I will give you a spice jar, like our fajita spices. So that's what we've got going on for April coming up. I'm just going to show you, I'm going to pour the creamy sauce. Here, let me show you what that looks like, how it broke down. And I'm just going to pour this over the chicken. And we're going to let that cook down. And then I will serve that with my broccoli. And that's how easy it is to get a meal on the table. So that's all I have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your week and an even better weekend. Bye for now.